Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides, bringing to you my BioShock wrench only run on Survivor difficulty without using any Vita-Chambers. Today we are doing level 8, Hephaestus. This one is probably my least favorite. Actually, you know what, that's starting to change actually. In all honesty, I'm starting to think that Olympus Heights and Apollo Square are really becoming my least favorites. And there's also Point Prometheus. That one's pretty annoying. Proving Grounds is pretty... it's fine, I guess. I don't know. I feel like everything after Fort Frolic just becomes kind of... You know, I kind of just want it done and over with, and I don't really want to be here too long anymore, so yeah. But in other news, I'd like to just go ahead and knock these out, get them over with, and get them uploaded, because... it's been weeks, and I have another guide I'm working on very soon-ish. So I would like to see that one get started, and that one get pumped out, and that one get finished. So, we're all about progress here on Hardcore Guides. That's what we are. That and sometimes entertainment. I mean, it depends on how entertaining you find somebody talking about random, you know, older games and what have you. And also, you know, talking about how... I go through these specifically said older games and what have you. So, yeah. Also, I'm not exactly sure when hold on. Freaking what's that fucking thing called? Dead Space comes out? I think it comes out like January 27th or something. So I'm just so distracted by Twitter shit again. I could just like my phone. I don't know. I see things on my Twitter and I'm like, ooh, I gotta look more at that. I gotta see more of that. Damn. One sec. Really nice art. So anyway, yeah, Hephaestus, blah blah blah. You get the idea. It's just. Yeah, not a big fan. Well, I mean, it's okay level, I guess. It's just really boring sometimes when things just go on for damn near ever. Mainly once you get to like Ryan's office, and then now, you know, Ryan's office, he had to kill the son of a bitch. Now, like the part where like you just kind of just stand around for a while, and it just annoys me. I don't like waiting on things, which is another reason why I do kind of like BioShock a lot, is just for the fact that, like, there's not a whole lot of standing around sections. There are a few here and there, but for the most part, the game kind of prides on, you know, not having too many of them and letting you kind of just do your own thing and kind of just explore on your own and do whatever you need to do. So, there is that. Once again, I'm recording these episodes in about the same amount of time. I just got done recording episode 7, and now we're, of course, working on episode 8, and that's always fun. Also, one thing to note, by the way, about this level particularly, once you start building the bomb, and you need to have the R134s for the Big Daddies, there is one that spawns pretty much immediately, no matter what. You don't have to kill Big Daddy for it. It's this one. There's 2 of them that you don't need to kill Big Daddy for. However... here's the thing. If you kill the Big Daddies before you get the R134 thing, or like you go to get the bomb, you would think, in a natural setting, that would be like, oh, okay, I'll just go back and pick them up and just be fine and move on with my life. No big deal. I know where I killed them. I brought them with me, you know, or something like that. Those motherfuckers are gone. So... either wait to kill the Big Daddies after, or unless you just like killing Big Daddies because you get a lot of money out of it for no reason. Because, like, money doesn't really matter in this game that much. You really are never that... to me, I am never that hard or desperate for money. So, in this game, I'm always relatively good and very conservative about my stuff because I just get most of my action done by wrench. I don't need ammo. I don't need... this, that, or the other. Just usually medkits, if anything. And Eves. Especially early game. Yeah, early game you kind of need it, but... other than that, no, not really. So yeah, just fair warning, if you're gonna go for the Big Daddies, for whatever the reason is, you can either wait until after, or you can do it right then and there, and then have to come back and then fight them again. I forget this every single damn time, and I, of course, fail to realize it every single time that I can't just do that. So, yeah, sometimes my brain doesn't seem to work. And that's okay. You know, we don't all have to work. But yeah, I'm doing, you know, quite a bit more damage here, which is nice. Good amount of damage, though. Not too bad. Got him stuck in the corner. Great. Easy kill. Get the little sister. Move on. So, that takes care of that. I think there's... Oh, fuck. How many guys are in Hephaestus? 2, 3? I think I would remember. You think I would know. Also, I just realized I'm going to have to edit the Proving Grounds and Point Prometheus. Oh, fuck. Proving Grounds should be easy. I'm going to skip all the fucking bullshit. I'm not going to put up with that crap. The thing is, for those that don't know, there is a bug in Proving Grounds where a little sister will just stand there and not actually do her job. And then you have to let her basically die. Luckily, they infinitely spawn enemies for the most part, or at least they seem to. Luckily, they spawn a ton of enemies whenever she's doing a thing until she dies, and that's very helpful. So, yeah, I think that's the dumbest bug, and I'm surprised that they've never patched it or ever worked on it before at all, or just never messed with it, or anything like that. Which does annoy the living shit out of me, and I'm actually curious, because I'm pretty sure this should be a known bug at this point. I'm going to look it up. Let's find out if this is a known bug. I don't know. Oh, I'm... Wrong one. I typed in Point Prometheus. If you guys could, you know, hear how many letters I was typing, you probably realize, like, oh, okay. Yeah, he totally, I'm also typing on the side of my keyboard, that's why it's taking so damn long. Yeah, Proving Grounds, Little Sister Brother. Let's see. Okay, I'm not the only one, okay. Let's see. Reloading from this... Some people say, like, reloading from the last save. It doesn't work, so... Turning off the game doesn't work. Killing all the splicers in there, why would you... Okay. Drawing them near her doesn't work to kill the splicers. Yeah, that's the thing though. I usually just let her die and then just have like her come back with like a new one and then just try that out. But some people say turning off adaptive training works too, but maybe. I don't know. It's just weird. What the fuck? I don't know. I'm just. Sorry, I'm just reading like little things. You guys don't need my help on this. It's just at this point in time, like I said, you're pretty much already beefed up to the point where you don't really need me too much. Basically, okay, so somebody said using telekinesis and throwing a thing at the little sister does work, but this is like later on stuff. I should be like reading this stuff once I get there, but I'm just too lazy and too impatient to wait that long. Because I don't know if I even want to like keep going after like these next couple of, you know, recordings. Mainly just because, you know, they're gonna get kind of long, and then I have to edit them. So I only have to edit like one more, and it seems like it's gonna be really short and hardly even needing editing. It's not really gonna need that much editing anyway. So yeah, all right. I need to get the fuck off Twitter right now. All right. So where were we? I think we just killed the Big Daddy. I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, we're going to kill the Big Daddy. Okay. So this is like what, number 2 I think I'm going for here. I think I kill like 3. I'm pretty sure there's 3 to 4. Well, whatever the case, I try luring out this Big Daddy to kind of get them to come to, you know, where the propanes are and stuff. That way I have a nice excess blow up machine type thing. But unfortunately I run out of Eve but also, fortunately, just enough. While pausing on that, that was kind of funny. While he's charging at me. Fortunately, just enough. He does stomp the ground and basically makes it to where he stops himself from pretty much just doing anything, which is nice. So, yeah, cool. And just like clockwork, like always, bouncers down. Elite bouncer, I might say, as well. So, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Like I keep saying, oh, sports boost. That's what it's called. That's what the tonic's called. Sport boost. So, for the swinging faster, I mean. Like I keep repeating myself at this point, but basically, as of right now, you should be beaked up enough to be able to take on just about anything. Because Fort Frolic is usually like the place where I start going back and just being like, okay, I have just enough tools to my advantage to do this. You know what? I have never done... I mean, in my original playthrough, like, years ago, yes, I have. But in terms of recording on YouTube, no, I haven't. But I have never done a BioShock Survivor difficulty run. What do I mean? Simple. I have never played the game on recording, as far as I'm aware. Maybe for my Let's Play, maybe not. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever done one without not having Vita-Chambers turned on. Or turned off, sorry. I don't think I've ever done a recording of, or a guide. I've never done a guide of it. I've never done a run of it recorded, as far as I'm aware, of having Vita-Chambers enabled while doing Survivor difficulty. So if I really wanted to milk this franchise for all it's worth, I could do that. Or I could always do BioShock 2 drill only. No Vita-Chambers. BioShock Infinite. Skyhook only. God. I don't even know, man. I seen somebody attempt it, and I thought to myself, no, I already know. Comstock. I already know. Lady Comstock. I already know. I mean, yeah, at the very least, Return to Sender maybe might work on her. But I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. BioShock Infinite is pretty fucking hard for what it's worth. I don't even remember how hard I even made it. I know I keep looking at my YouTube. But look, this is what happens when you're a commentator on YouTube. This is what you do. Okay, you get your nice little computer over here. You know, you can just check things out and find out what you've done on them and stuff. And figure things out and stuff. Well, I can't even open up my fucking channel thing anyway. Why is my internet just always so awful all the fucking time? Okay, yeah, sure, more Wi-Fi, but even then, still, like, it's just always fucking bad, man. Always. And it does this shit where it just kicks me offline every single time. Like, dude, come on. I'm trying to see what the fuck I gave for a ranking. Oh, that stupid son of a bitch. Oh, one way to find out. Yeah, it just flat out just kicked me offline. Just for no fucking reason whatsoever. I have no internet, I guess. Or no, I guess I do now. Okay. Well. I already closed out everything, so let's go find this fucking stupid channel. I know, I'm trying so hard. Excuse me. Sorry. I have to like muting the mic there. That was a bad touch on my end, but yeah, my bad. Thought I opened up hardcore and what the fuck happened to it? Oh, I went to my other channel, that's why. Let's go find out. I didn't do it that long ago. There it is. So, for 1999 difficulty, I give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 difficulty. That's, and I gave Ninja Gaiden a 7 out of 10. So for those that are curious as to like what the fuck, like how hard could it possibly be? It's like almost like Ninja Gaiden hard, but only because of Comstock. That's like literally like the only reason that makes it anywhere like stupidly difficult. I gave Vanquish an 8 out of 10. I think I gave Ninja Gaiden 2 a 7 out of 10 because they're not nearly as hard as I would say like Vanquish is. Because like once you figure out like the triangle move, you're fucking golden. But with Vanquish, you got shit. I mean, yeah, you have things that do work really well, but you get to the last 2 missions in Vanquish. By the way, please check out my Vanquish guide. It's great. I love it. Actually, if anything, in terms of pure entertainment or just pure cool, in my opinion, I would suggest checking out my Metal Gear Rising Revengeance guide. That's also a pretty fun one. It's pretty old, but it's a classic. I gave fucking Rising a 6 out of 10? No, that's not right. That is so not right. It's not a 6 out of 10. That's BioShock Infinite levels of difficulty. Are you fucking kidding me? Revengeance is way easier than that. It's at least a 4, maybe even a 5 out of 10. But yeah, my rating scale is kind of weird anyway because I kind of base it off of like what is like a median. You know, I try to find like a median. Like I base it off like what I consider hard at that point in time. And that's just how I am, unfortunately. So I end up, you know, changing the rules around. Like I think Lollipop Chainsaw for a while was like 4 out of 10, but then I dropped that bitch to like 2 because I was going through and changing everything around and trying to make them all fit in like a specific ranking. But yeah, like for instance, like what I'm trying to say is like I don't want to make it. I want to make it 5 out of 10 for Metal Gear, by the way. So I don't want to make, you know, like, because again, I think Lollipop either used to be a 3 or 4 out of 10 difficulty. But then there's also Resident Evil 4, which I gave like a 4 out of 10. I'm like, it's not even that hard, man. It's not even that hard. Like, 4 out of 10 is pretty damn close to that Ninja Gaiden 7 out of 10. Like, those are way harder. Those are way harder than what the fuck very hard for Lollipop Chainsaw even is. And not only that, but like, you know, same thing like Luigi's Mansion. I think I gave it like a 1 out of 10 for difficulty. And by the way, this just means like how hard I think it is. So if anybody's wondering like, oh, you think Luigi's Mansion is a 1 out of 10 game? Like, no. No, I mean it's the difficulty setting. Like Luigi's Mansion on Hidden Mansion is not that hard. They actually give you access to making the game easier, for fuck's sake. So literally, yeah, you have all ability to make the game easier. You should use it. So, yeah, but for BioShock 1 originally, I think I gave it a 2. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. Most people might think I'm insane, but I've played a lot of hard games. And like I said, I'm just trying to like base it off mostly just like a median. You know, I'm trying to find something that like, if one thing is like extremely hard, I make that thing the priority and then everything else below it in like a specific, you know, like order of like difficulty. Like I don't personally think that BioShock Survivor difficulty is nearly even as hard as like say something like Resident Evil. You know, Resident Evil 4 is just a tad bit harder, but only just because of probably my own particular skill. But even then still, like I still gave Resident Evil 4 and Batman Arkham Asylum a 2 out of 10 for hard. But then I gave like Wario World like a 5 out of 10 because of doing the no damage run, which that's also another thing that kind of goes into it too, is like depending on the run. But for Wrench only, I would say Wrench only gets like an extra point in difficulty. Probably like I might just end up giving like a 3 out of 10, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the other thing too, is like eventually I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna do so many damn guides that there's gonna be so many damn 3 out of 10s. It's just gonna be like, it's gonna be head scratching. Like, what do you mean like Ninja Gaiden is as hard as like fucking Pikmin 3 Ultra Spicy? You know, like what the fuck you mean? And it's like, well, I've done so many guides that Ninja Gaiden has to fit in somewhere, you know, and that's gonna be a whole big problem on another day. But for right now, hopefully this works out. Hopefully it works out. I didn't rank any of the Pikmin ones, if anybody's wondering. I didn't rank those on difficulty because I have no answer. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get one. So I'm not even going to bother trying. I'm looking at my playlist again. I'm like 3 out of 10 for God of War 1. Yeah. And then 3 out of 10 for Kingdom Hearts 1. You see what I mean? Where I'm like basing it off of like... Another thing too is like what I'm trying to base it off as well is I'm trying to think of like particular fights that gave me that much trouble. Because like the only reason like Kingdom Hearts would be any more difficult is because of 1, Ursula, and 2, the Devil, and Ansem in general. Like, those are pretty damn tough fights, even for Kingdom Hearts 1 state. Which, by the way, I was actually attempting a Kingdom Hearts 1 level 1 Keyblade only, Kingdom Key only run. I don't remember how far I got, but I don't think it was that far. I think maybe I made it past... I think I made it past Wonderland. I think I got the Deep Jungle, and I think I just stopped because I was getting tired of it. But one of these days, I'm going to do Kingdom Hearts 2. I might not do Chain of Memories right after 1. Usually I like to do games in order of release, just because of my own weirdness. But I might just skip Chain of Memories for the sake of skipping it, because it'd just be really boring to play it. I think Chain of Memories is a good game. I just think it's just really repetitive and very fucking boring. And I'd rather not do a repetitive game for a guide that much. Just, it makes watching the videos harder and more irritating, basically. Oh, I'm going to have to zoom in here. My cursor's all fucked up. But in terms of other things, other guide stuff I want to do, I actually have been thinking about like going back and doing like other guides, or like doing like a re-guide, you know what I mean? I've also thought about doing Revengeance S rank before in the past. That's been on my channel for a while of things I want to do. Let's go check that out, actually. I'm curious. Like Devil May Cry 4, you know, that's another one of those cases of like, I don't really feel like playing 1, 2, and 3, especially 3. On Dante Must Die. I'd rather just do Devil May Cry 4 and then like DMC Reboot or whatever. Maybe one day the other ones, but you know, I'd like to do No More Heroes, and of course, you know, the Revengeance S rank. Bionicle Heroes no upgrade run would be kind of interesting to see how that one works out. I have tried to do Persona 5 Merciless, and I got to Kamoshida, and then I got my ass whooped. And I just kind of said, this might be a little too weird for me. I don't know exactly how to work around it, so once I figure that thing out, maybe. Dead Space 1 Impossible would be nice to see. And I was actually thinking about getting the remake at one point. I was like, I'll get the remake when it comes out and do a possible guide and then. But, fuck, we're still doing BioShock. So it's like, I'm running out of time. And I don't need to worry about it. I don't want to be a number. The main reason of doing it was just because of what you expect. Yeah, it was because of views. But I told myself, hey, look, listen. Look here, listen. Alex, I told myself. If anybody gets that, I hope you do. I said, basically, why worry? You know, there's no point. Like, one, you're going to have to go through the entire game on a normal difficulty anyway, on easy or whatever. You're going to have to blast through the game, and instead of enjoying it, because it's Dead Space 1, and, like, I know you love Dead Space 1, but this is a remake. It'd be nice to see it unfold. If there's no access to Impossible Mode at the start, then there's no reason to do a guide of it. Someone's already going to do it already, you know. Why worry about the views, man? You know, why number whore it? There's no point. There's no point in doing that. You're just going to ruin the game for yourself. One of these days I would like to do Dead Space 2 Zealot, though, because I did beat it, and I did like it. I love Dead Space 2. It's really good. But yeah, you know. Oh, God. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. That's going to be the one that's going to kill me. Uncharted 1 I have struggled with doing for brutal difficulty. However, crushing difficulty, maybe, but it's just Uncharted. I'm just going to get bored of it. I've kind of fallen in the mood of Uncharted games, and, you know, I don't want to do it until, like, I'm actually in the mood. And plus, what kind of tips or advice am I really going to give you about a game like that, where it's just like, just take cover here and shoot these guys in the head? Uncharted 1's a little bit more action-y than Uncharted 2 and 3, but still, Infamous on hard would be nice. Red Steel 2 Ninja, that's still one that would be cool, but I have to get my Wii to work at the time. My Wii must be turned on. Anyway, I guess that's it. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time we play some more BioShock. So take care, everybody.